The Leaving Cert stress is the one. It's just the fact they think it's the end of the world, and it's such a big deal. And there's two elements. You have academic students, right, who need a certain amount of points, and they have a very clear path of the way they want to go, whether it's engineering or medicine or whatever it is. And then there's people who aren't academic and feel lost and don't know what they want to do. And it's that pressure and that fear of failure that worries me. Do you know, there's a great Einstein quote that said, everyone's a genius. But if you judge a fish on its ability to climb a tree, then that fish will think it's stupid for its whole life. Mm-hmm. And what you're trying to encourage is the fact that you try your best, you work hard, but everything leads to something else. You know, failing is okay. I'm not saying fail in your Leaving Cert. I'm just saying trying your best and failing is okay, you know. And I just think the amount of stress and pressure on these kids at the moment...
And it only measures a very particular type of intelligence. Exactly. And like the ability to memorise loads of information, the ability to write fast, and the ability to stay calm under pressure. And then loads of people end up leaving school feeling humiliated and stupid because they're not good at those three skills.
And it's interesting what you say about failure, Baz, because that is like the Leaving Cert. People still have nightmares about it when they're growing up and everything. I don't think there's ever a pressure as an adult like the pressure that the Leaving Cert was. But it's about that thing, failure, that if you fail this, you failed at life, and life is a failure.
I've said this a million times. I've failed at everything, like everything. Over time. Yeah. And it's that having to get up every time and start all over again and do it. But you learn from failure. It's funny, when you have a success at something, say like, it was funny for me, like when I won an Emmy, all of a sudden I was getting thousands of phone calls about, how did you do it? And I was like, I did nothing. I went to the event on the night. Yeah. The years before that of failing and like constantly not achieving what I needed to achieve was all a learning process.
So did it came out of failure really, in a sense, like that success?
Absolutely. There's a great Jim Carrey story where his father was obsessed with stand-up comedy. But for his family, thought, look, I'm going to do accountancy. And then at the age of 50, his father lost his job and ended up being a janitor and living in his car in the school Jim Carrey went to. And Jim Carrey said at the end of it, what he learned from was, you can fail doing something you don't love. Mm-hmm. Do you know, there's as a parent, you know, even with CAO forms and things like that, if you're driving your kids into something that you think they're going to make money out of, it's probably the wrong pursuit. You're looking for something that you're going to be happy at. Yeah. Do you get me? Yeah. Like, it's if you get up in the morning and you don't hate your job, you're winning, you know.